Hello, everybody. Welcome back to some more Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. So, if you notice something different about this video, it's because I completely muted the music because I kept getting copyright strikes and I don't want it to put a negative like on the channel. So, but the sound is still, oh my god, if it's loud in your ears, I'm sorry. But I still have the what's it called on? The voices, okay, you know what? I'm gonna turn this down because I don't want y'all to go deaf. I still have the voices and all the other extra sounds, as you can see. So last we took off, Sayaka died. She got clapped in Makoto's shower. So prime suspect is Makoto because she was in Makoto's room because somebody was after her. Sorry, I was drinking Dunkin'. Somebody was after her, so they switched rooms. Investigation's done. Now we're going to our trials. Celeste's talking. Is her name Celestia, or did I just make that up? Celeste is talking. I'm not gonna hold you. I actually forgot the voices I gave these people. So if they sound completely different, then I'm sorry. Okay. Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. Isn't that crazy? What kind of school has a freaking whole ass trial? Like, courtyard, court. What the hell is this? A court, whole court. Whoa, maybe I should have lowered his voice because he's screaming in my ear, so I know he is screaming in your ears.
Shit.
Man, Makoto, Mondo's lying because this is
Well
clean.
now. Yahoo!
Bruno Kuma looks like he has a hernia. Look at this. I can't believe, like, Junko really got clapped. Like, what? What if you had to do this? Like, what if this was, like, a real-life thing? I mean, you guys can read, so I'm just gonna talk. What if this was, like, a real-life thing where, like, you're locked in your school with people that you went to school with, and you had to kill each other to get out, and then have a fucking trial? Are you kidding me? That'd be so crazy. I mean, my school was kind of ghetto, so I don't know, but you know what they say, survival of the fittest. I could have played it for a little bit longer than what I had to save. I'm, making friends with, what is this? Breathing technique. What is this? Freaking Demon Slayer? JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. We're using Hamon. Sectors during the non-stop debate, the Hangman's Gambit, and the bullet time battle cost 4 SP. Increases damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed. Effective during the bullet. I mean, I guess so. Supply them both. Those are my skills. Oh, let's get this trial a cooking.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
What if you're like a pathological liar? You know how you're breezing through this with not an ounce of sweat on your body? You're just...
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course!
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Nigga, you dumb?
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick?
Why would they go to...
What's going on with those pictures?
Why would they go to those 2 dead bodies? Then she mentioned something.
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier.
Friendship penetrates?
Why is he horny? Relax, Taro Taro.
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh. I was about to say something, but that would spoil something, so I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it until it actually happens. I'm not gonna say it.
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started.
Okay, I'm telling y'all now, since it's already up and running. I don't know what the fuck I am doing during the class trial, and I'm also the type of person that I will not listen to a tutorial. I'll let it play, and I will completely zone out, and then I'll be like, I don't know what I'm doing.
First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
Okay. It's about to begin the debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything, because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. First one's no biz, but you want to hear more? Absolutely not. Let's get into this. There would be music playing, but like I said, I turned the music off because I keep getting
I
copyrighted.
assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono!
Thanks.
Yeah, we know that part already.
Is this how you slow down? Yeah.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
False, because she fought back.
No, that's wrong.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked.
Wait, so this is gonna make sense after this is done, the trial's done. Is there literally somebody in Makoto's room right now cleaning up and getting rid of I was about to call her Sayaka's dead body?
With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
That's foul. What'd they do? Cremate her?
A struggle? Between who and who?
Who do you
Between
think, Chihiro?
Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
No, Tails.
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
Knife straight
That
to the
much should have been
stomach.
obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
He just wants to go to his room and smoke a freaking doobie.
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
She wants to go to her room and charge her Kai. Fucking go train with King Kai on his planet.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
Sealface has head boner. Is a knife. It's a knife. I'm a freaking, when these happen, I'm gonna put my own music in. Me just, some of those bad boys.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach.
What do you
Without
think
a
it
doubt, that is the murder weapon.
Thanks.
So the killer used some random knife they
Not a
had.
random knife. No,
That's wrong.
Allow me to cut through those words.
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh?
Talk your
A
shit,
kitchen
Makoto.
knife?
How you know?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh my god. Makoto kind of got, what the heck is his name? I think Karibo head. Doesn't his hair kind of look like a Karibo from Yu-Gi-Oh?
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense.
This
You could
Kuwabara.
sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach.
Wait. Because literally this trial should be talking about, like, trial things, but my mind doesn't function. Was he based after Josuke or Kuwabara? Because you know how his gang is called the Crazy Diamond, and that's what Josuke stand in. Crazy Diamond! So, is he based after Josuke? or a cool box.
And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us?
He's like, can we stop talking about this now? He has owl eyes.
I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
Fox. Yeah, take the blame off of me. Fucking with your fake, naughty by nature, Tretch goatee. Get out of here.
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
I know you're not the one trying to freaking accuse somebody.
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our
That's
arguments.
right, Kyoko.
Otherwise, what's
him.
the point of the trial?
That's right, Kyoko.
Well, we can talk all we
stand.
want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
No, we're going to change some conclusion. You cousin fucker.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
Kyoko will be watching the killers go down with Monokuma. Nobody can tell me otherwise. He said, damn, I know damn well I'm not the killer. I think we gotta do those purple things where we gotta like absorb, and maybe I should listen to a tutorial, but who the hell wants to listen to a tutorial?
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen
purple,
knife was the murder weapon.
To absorb
But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right?
No.
He did it in secret when nobody was in the dining.
False.
No,
that's
wrong.
Count to hush it. That's why she doesn't take baths.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
She has, like, if you played Ultra Despair Girl, she has so much possibility to be liked, but she's so annoying in this game. Go bite your finger off.
What if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
You were in the kitchen. Donut girl. When I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying that the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah. How should
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah. Disappeared.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
That's right.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall, but I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Exactly.
Okay, then what about this?
Go ahead. The fucking...
What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together, and lying to protect each other?
Man, if Byakuya committed a murder, you would be right there if you got even an ounce to smell his freaking seat he was just sitting on.
Idiot swimmer girl! Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
I would be so pissed.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Imagine you freaking get an accomplice to help you kill, and they don't even... if I'm helping you kill and I don't... reap the benefits of the good sown or whatever. What the hell is that saying? Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Why the heck would I do it? Why would you do it if you're not going to get anything in return?
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
That's what I'm saying.
But what if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rule?
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case! Oops! Did I say that out loud?
Yeah, I don't piss it. He's floating?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Isn't that what we're trying to figure out?
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
She can't even drink tea and peas.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
I can.
That's right, Sakura. Talk your shit.
That's right. Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
Man, you're the most forgettable one here, Leon.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
No, because
Actually,
loyal.
no. Because, well...
They're lesbians.
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over.
They're scissor sisters.
Which
oh my God, I'm gonna get
means
in trouble
we
for saying
have
that.
airtight alibis.
You
I love those
stayed
two.
over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room, so I don't think that's a problem.
Toko's gonna take that and freaking go sneak into Beyonce's
It is a
room
problem!
And, like, sleep in
A
his bathroom.
boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
Sakura's a chick.
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
They're gonna be like, Kyoko was stalking around.
Yeah, that's true. One
Something's
other
not right
person
with
did come
Kyoko.
to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
You pipe down with your little Xehanort X cross on your chest.
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Oh, it's Junko? Oh, Sayaka.
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
So she got that knife for her own protection. Or to kill Lee. Oh. Wait. They just said Sayaka.
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
She took the knife for protection and was gonna use it
That's
to kill
the
whoever
only
killed her.
possibility.
I'm glad I didn't fully say the name, but I mean, you guys probably caught it unless you really weren't paying attention, which don't pay attention to what I just said.
And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual.
She hit, Yasuhiro's banyan.
When she came into the
Internal.
dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
Then the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
That's what I said, Makoto.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
See? He did do it after all!
If you don't go take a shower or something, you look like you stink.
You're wrong!
You have sweat coming down your face.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
They convict me, everyone's gonna die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide
would they do
conclusively
without
that Makoto
Kyoko?
is the killer,
The only
wouldn't
one
you
with a brain
say?
cell. The only one with brain cells in this are Kyoko and Sakura. That's it.
Because you
And-
see,
yeah, that's
if the
it.
room did belong to the killer,
Chihiro
then they
too.
did something most
Just nervous.
bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that
You're
he's
a
the
real
killer.
pathetical person. Pathetical is
Bewildering?
not a word.
What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
The lint roller? I don't know. Oh god, not a... Alright. Hangman's Gambit. What are we... Why are we playing Hangman with ourselves in the middle of a freaking game? Okay. Hair.
Now I understand.
Hate was missing from the,
That's right! There wasn't a single hair on the... Yes.
Oh, I didn't mean
and
to
if
do that.
I
Oh my
were
God,
the
I was itching
culprit,
my eye.
why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
Talking shit,
The
Makoto.
reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That
No.
makes sense, does it not?
'Cause they
No.
were sharing rooms.
If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Ha ha ha!
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
No, Leon, you tell us. You're the most quiet one here.
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
Yes.
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
Kyoko, your bangs are crooked. Who cut your hair?
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene?
The door
Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
Could you imagine if Makoto really did kill her himself and, literally placed the blame on somebody else? That'd be crazy. Did I do this? Oh. The killer broke the bathroom doorknob.
I got it!
I got it!
Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
That's right.
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken.
Why does he X their faces out? Just put their little pictures up there.
See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh, yeah, true. But what does it mean?
That the doorknob was unscrewed, Chihiro. You're too smart for this.
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
Why does he sound like Oikawa? Toru Oikawa from Haikyuu. And I don't know why I'm getting that vibe, because I do not think that they have the same voice actor, but why does he sound like Oikawa to me?
You still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Let's go. Talk your shit. No, I don't want to learn anything else.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
She was.
She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her.
He did.
And they got into the bathroom.
That's true.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door.
He didn't have to.
Because Sayaka had locked it.
And finally,
the
culprit had Sayaka cornered.
And to finish the job, they stabbed her with the kitchen knife.
It was you, wasn't it, Makoto? Admit it. We already know the answer.
Didn't we say it wasn't Makoto, you dingbat? Just because you want to go write your freaking...
The incident took place in
Makoto's... Sayaka was first, she then fled into the...
Then the killer ran and they got into the bathroom.
Okay.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door.
Oh, no, that's not it.
Shoot!
There must be a contradiction there somewhere. See, this is why you
The incident took place in Makoto's... Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
She did.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door.
He didn't have to.
Because Sayaka had locked it.
No, that's wrong.
Explain, because I don't know. I just took a wild guess.
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked.
The boys' bathrooms can't lock.
After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Yes. Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
How does Makoto not have wrinkles? Isn't it going in a permanent frown?
Yep.
True as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door.
He got the shit end of the stick.
That's not lucky at all.
It's a poo-poo.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Imagine you're that desperate to kill somebody that you literally rip apart a doorknob.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
We know what it is. It was the door frame.
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
Oh.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable.
We're switched. You don't remember
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
Look at her veins popping through her arms.
Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is
definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
Boy, if you don't, it's not, it can't happen, it can't be true.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
Yeah, I couldn't have.
Okay, then who did do it?
That's the question,
I'm sorry, but I give up! Quit without saving!
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Then we all die.
Well then, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules!
Majority rules? Do you really think that's a good idea?
Why are you nervous? Never seen that face from you, Leon. Why do you look like that?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
I'm gonna start saying for serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you...
Oh, you don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so,
why does nobody like Hina? Is it because she's kind of darker?
Well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then, maybe someone picked the lock?
No, that's
Negative!
illegal, right?
If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place. Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
She was shook. That's why she asked him to switch rooms. Because she was terrified. They couldn't have switched rooms because they switched rooms?
I got it!
That was a
Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
Same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open the door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
Knowing what she'd been through,
Sure.
I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being
Dumb.
scared was a lie?
Oh.
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I don't know, Adrian. Why does what's her name lie about being a ladybug?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
She's trying to. Oh. Come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay? Oh.
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Oh.
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto,
Why is she so
did
angry?
you write this?
No, I didn't. But
Of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly
She writes
legible
wrong.
signature. Sayaka's signature.
but why? Why would she write that?
She was trying to kill somebody and frame you for it, then cry about it.
The
She's
note was
fake
likely
and she's
her
phony,
way
and
of
this is
getting
why I
in
don't
touch
like
with
her.
a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Any of them?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
This nigga's crazy, but he got a spin.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Why not fucking Saturn earrings?
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
Not really.
Very well then. Pay attention.
I really don't want to hear what you have to say, but go off.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Makoto.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
My room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying
Oh no,
in.
it might be that one.
So in other words, even if someone did read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
It certainly would seem that
I think
way.
it is that one. Yeah, I'm gonna have to slow down the time. I think I got it.
Sayaka and Makoto switched, but in the note, it specifically said, I see. Then they would have gone to Sayaka.
Exactly.
The room.
Yep. No, it's wrong. Oh, I'm kind of killing it.
The nameplates on my and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They did.
They got switched?
Yeah.
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
It's very true.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Yep.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem.
But did he have to do like
And the one who
unscrew
switched
it
the
back in?
names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right.
Okay, then who did it?
Why do you look nervous, Leon? Who do you think did it? Sayaka.
I got it! Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms.
Real snake girl
So
shit.
the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
So you want to talk about it in 5 minutes? Just says 2 in 5 minutes. Come to my room. Wait. Where do you see that at on there? Check the nameplate to make sure you don't get the rooms wrong, okay? Oh yeah, check the nameplate, yeah.
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To kill
To
someone and set them
understand
up to be
that,
framed?
we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably...
Red rum. Red rum.
Whoever she invited over came in and attacked her!
Unless she attacked them.
We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Go off, Bondo.
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
But how if there's no hair and everything's cleaned up?
We just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword.
Oh my god, what am I doing? I don't know what the heck I just did. Oh, I'm itching my eye and I just freaking held onto the screen. The reason I know that because this was broken with the same sword is because you look at the wrist, there's no doubt. There's gold shits.
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear.
How do you have a knife in your hand and you get overpowered and get stabbed by
Right
that
there
knife
where her
instead?
wrist is all
She
swollen.
whack.
There's something glittery there.
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword! Right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the
How hard
truth
did you
draws
hit her
ever
sword that
closer.
Her wrist is
All right,
broke it.
then it's about time to solve this mystery.
Not necessarily, because we don't know who killed her. Maybe I should have said yes this time, because I think this is the time I gotta oh shit. Let's try this until we know what's
When the
going on.
fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword.
He did.
And that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
Okay, so it's definitely on the
And
kitchen
that's
knife.
what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back.
Tried.
She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
Okay. So... the next question has some part of the sword got damaged.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword. And that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
I don't think so.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
No.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
Okay. I really don't know.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt.
But I
a
don't know.
sword-based sneak attack.
I don't think it was a sneak attack, though. Just using is absolutely no idea. Oh, contradiction.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen
knife. No, she didn't have it hidden away.
Shoot!
I think she did. There must be a contradiction there somewhere.
When the fighting broke out,
what about the
culprit grabbed the
Dakota took this from the gym and tried to put it in his room. Maybe this is it?
And that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizona's.
So she grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
Shoot!
I think I'm
When the
about
fighting
to cheat.
broke out,
The culprit.
and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
I didn't cheat, y'all. I didn't cheat. I was very close to it, but I didn't cheat.
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Huh? Why not?
Because the sword's sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Where?
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead! Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
He reminds me of somebody from an anime, and it's not processing in my head. And no, I'm not talking about Josuke Kuwabara. And
if the sword was used first, there wouldn't be.
Okay.
If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first. Right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
Because he just grabbed it and put it to his face.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Exactly.
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it! So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening.
Absolutely not. Stop talking.
So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Her palms are clear.
I got it! You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
They don't listen to anybody speak. He literally just said the gold just sticks on anything.
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands.
All right, everybody, hold out their hands.
There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
Like, how does that make sense? Fucking worry about your insecurities and go stare into a freaking mirror. Like, how does that make sense right now, you fucking dingbat?
No, that's not it at all.
The water is off.
I got it!
You can't piss after.
According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime.
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
They don't gotta say that, Mondo Kodo. Monokuma literally said that.
Oh my.
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
An insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
Sayaka.
I got it! Sayaka?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was... Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
Go, Kyoko, because this is literally what I'm saying. She is not freaking
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
And Makoto trying to defend her. Her music wasn't that good, Makoto.
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms...
Why does Leon look like that?
...was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
Yeah, because she's whack.
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
Yeah, but because all y'all are dumb and idiots, all she would have to do is cry and go, "Whoa, Makoto did it! He threatened me, and if I didn't do it, he would have killed me." And you guys would have been like, "Oh, yeah, Makoto, why would you do that to Sayaka?"
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
She's using you. She's manipulating you and everything.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired.
Which is why, mad respect for her killer, because deserved.
She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn.
And you're weak. Why would you go after a guy? Go freaking try to kill another girl.
That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true! Because...
Explain why.
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Because the girl you wanted to bang freaking was planning on killing and putting the kill on you. Oh, we do have one more piece of inventory of evidence.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Lies.
No, that's wrong.
I wasn't even going to go through the whole thing because I knew that's a lie.
There still might be one clue left.
Out.
Dining. Wait, what did you say?
She spelled your name out, Leon.
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her. 11037.
You flipped that bad boy
written
over?
in her own
That
blood.
should say Leon.
There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
The ones are slightly connected.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
She wrote it upside down.
I got it! Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see.
How did Leon miss?
She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right?
Nerd.
You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
And what the hell would Sayaka know about computers and programming?
It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, Yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
I'm saying, you're spitting right now, you're spitting.
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but...
Not my power going off just now. Why did my power go off? Wait, y'all. My power just went
Looking
out.
at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa! You might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
Not gray cells. Well, I'm glad it's not hot, because, okay, the power's back on. I'm like, what the heck? Just sitting here trying to, oh my god, it kind of spooked me a little bit, to be honest. Okay, back to the video.
But even if that really is an N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Rotate the image
Kyoko-
180 degrees.
Kyoko has to, like, spell everything out. Leon?
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right on to who did it.
So, whose name did she write?
There ain't no way y'all that dumb. Oh, wait. They can't see it. We can. My Google just turned back on. Boom, 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 boom. You're the only one.
Here's my answer.
Oh, it's not you. Who says that? Hajime says that.
The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around...
This video is going to be the longest one. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to cram all the class trials together. Not all of them in one, but I'm just going to make them a long video, while the other ones are going to be, like, shorter videos.
It becomes the letters L-E-O-N.
L-E-O-1-1.
L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
What?
Yep, never saw that face before, Leon.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence.
You think
It's
so?
just a bunch of random
Never saw
squiggles
that
that
face.
happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me.
You think so?
I'm the killer? You
Yep.
can't just go and say shit like that.
Yes, we can.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
Yasuhiro's crystal ball. Am I wrong?
Shoot!
Wait, how am I wrong? Oh, the hair. Wait. What?
Shoot!
What the heck did he try to get rid of? The shirt?
Shoot! I got it!
What the fuck?
You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
Yeah, he didn't realize
And the
that.
killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
Let's see his sleeves.
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
She's right.
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine.
Name one.
With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough.
It was locked.
But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand?
It was locked.
The answers to all the riddles are right here.
To throw.
Yeah, I think...
Yep, I got this shit. How was this
I
book?
got it! If we look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either.
How'd you know he was gonna say that?
You need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
No.
Interesting.
That's you. You gotta have a good-ass arm to throw a ball. Good-ass arm to throw a ball, so all I'm saying is Yashihiro's crystal ball.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator, the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence, which means the only possible suspect is whoever had the trash.
Okay, so the person who would have had the trash room key was... Huh?
You.
Me? No!
Ew, what is that noise? No!
The key to the trash...
Whoever was on...
So the only...
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator, which means the only possible suspect...
Okay, so...
Oh, I missed it. You have to get close to the incinerator. Okay. You have to get close enough to the incinerator.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on clean...
So the only one, the person in charge of the...
And you'd have to get close to the
No, that's wrong.
Look at his eyes.
Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
Tell us.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
False.
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Yashihiro's crystal ball.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
He chucked it.
I got it!
Divine with it.
The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate.
You gotta have
All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
He said Mario Slugger.
Someone through a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Perhaps it was the work of a fairy. Like, that's really hard to be talking.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they'd gotten the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come
Crazy
on!
aim.
What the hell is this?
Somebody with crazy aim. Ultimate baseball
All you
player.
have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right?
That's real nerd shit.
The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be
difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
The ultimate baseball player.
I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
No, because he's kind of
A
spitting.
target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious.
I feel bad for him because he really was set up and he really acted on self-defense and now he's about to get killed.
I'm not the killer! These goddamn shifter brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident once, and with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
I'm gonna vote for you.
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered.
He's like
and the truth has been revealed.
Art style.
Now here's...
Oh, I don't want to hear about the closing argument. I know how to do it. I'm gonna talk through this real quick. So, straight up, I feel bad for Leon, literally because he sorry, I can double cast sometimes. He let me finish this, then I'll talk. Look at her face. Yuck. He broke her shit. So she dropped the knife because he broke her shit. He looks deranged. I think I did something wrong. So like I was saying, she literally was gonna set him up to kill him. Then she was gonna frame Makoto, and of course they would have believed her.
The killer
Makoto.
is you.
Over Makoto.
I think I'd better take one more look.
I think I did something wrong.
Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka...
We're not going through this. We literally came through this.
She attacked...
Yeah, I think it's pretty well. Oh. This. Yeah,
the killer is you!
Phony and fake. Probably like a spider.
But then something happened. They grabbed...
Like, you wouldn't expect someone to defend themselves
during the struggle.
You idiot. You dropped the knife.
The killer is you!
I'm just guessing at this point.
During the struggle. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself... The killer... What they didn't know was that Sayaka...
Leon literally killed under self-defense. And they're gonna pretty much be like, so why would you not think to stop killing her? Because if he didn't, she would have probably tried to go after him again. Because she's fake and phony.
But with what strength she... to keep the...
And deserved to get stabbed in the gut.
And with that, all her strength was gone.
Deserved. People are gonna be like,
with
why
Sayaka
are you
dead,
siding with the murderer?
killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood.
He was naked?
Then they took they wanted to make sure that...
This was kind of smart. He was really smart with
afterward, they so they came... The killer managed for any normal person, and that's because... the
That's
crystal
crazy.
ball, which then
But what if Yasuhiro didn't leave his crystal ball down there? I guess we don't have time to think about what ifs.
having destroyed the fire, but there was one part of the shirt the killer didn't.
Look at this picture.
Isn't that right, Leon?
You gotta hit him with the last name. Isn't that right, Leon Kawada? You gotta hit him with that. Can't just hit him with their first name.
It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in
And
the
that's why
laundry
Hajime
room.
go harder. Hajime be using their whole
You
government.
went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt. And that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the
Make
ball?
sure I'm still recording. Okay.
You thought...
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object?
Imagine I was this far and it stopped recording. I'd be so pissed.
Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object!
We don't need that in our ear.
I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories. You need evidence. Where's the evidence?
We gave our evidence.
Without evidence, it's all bullshit. It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it.
Okay.
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
What's more evidence than...
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it.
Out of the back of the wall.
Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
His toolkit.
I refuse to acknowledge. Stupid, 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 stupid!
Okay. Now you're acting like a toddler. You definitely did it. Toolkit. Why's it green like that? Oh. There's something else.
Where's your
Kansas
proof?
Revolution?
You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me.
I don't know
Stupid.
what you're doing.
You lied. Shut up.
This is Kansas Revolution. What the heck am I supposed to be doing? Wait, no, because I don't know what I'm doing. Throw me back in there. Whoever voted for me after that, you're an idiot. Your mom smokes dick.
I refuse to give up yet.
If after all that you do that and you would still freaking
When the killer
blame
removed
somebody
this
else, you smoke
I was
mad
stupid.
dick. Okay, let's try this again. Am I supposed to hit this? Is that what I'm supposed to do?
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Shut up. You kidding me? Not a chance. You lied. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance.
What the heck am I supposed to be doing?
It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Shut up. You kidding me? Not a chance. You lied. Shut up. Where's your proof?
I have no idea what I'm doing. So
You
maybe
kidding
I
me?
should look at the instructions.
Not a chance. It wasn't me.
Oh.
Where's your proof?
On the bone meat. On the bone meat.
This should prove it.
I don't know. I still don't know what the hell I did, so.
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
Could use a scissor.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
You're being a toddler. That's you.
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then The screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Yep.
Stupid!
Huh?
You see?
And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid.
Ugh. He looks nuts.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Oh. Ooh, our first place. Oh, A? There's no way I did this good. It better be an A. How do I get out of this? Oh.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh,
let me see it.
Just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice? Or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
If I sound weird and nasally, it's because I have a tissue shoved up my nostril because my nose wouldn't stop leaking. Ooh, slot time. Slot time. That's Leon. He was guilty. I keep forgetting that I have the music turned off, and I'm like, what? Uh-oh. Looks like you got it right on the money. The Blackened, in this case, the one that killed Sayaka,
Yahoo!
Was none other than Leon Kuwata. What type of last name is that? He shook.
Huh? Hey, hold on.
I genuinely feel bad for him because, like I said, one, I never liked Sayaka, and two, like, he really reacted in self-defense. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka?
But...
I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch!
What the hell's wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
He didn't. It was kill or be killed. He didn't have a choice.
That's why...
I killed her first, and he had to, rightfully so.
None of you are any different!
He's right. One wrong step and you'd be standing here.
I was just... unlucky. That's all.
She could have chose anyone and she chose him.
Hey! Come on!
To expect me to just accept my death? You should have took off running. It's become so clear the decision we made was right after all. But when I think about that, honestly, it's better if we'd been wrong. Because if what we came to is really truth, and the truth is Sayaka was trying to frame me. Exactly. She's not wrong for trying to frame you. Her band sucked. They were gonna flop anyway. She was probably... What did freaking Dream Doll say to Mariah Lynn in that one thing? Or Mariah Lynn said to Dream Doll, your pussy flops from all the dick you take? That's Sayaka. There people are probably wondering why I hate this girl so much. That's Sayaka. Her group was gonna flop from all the producer peen she was taking to make them go up. I forgot they were in high school. Oh my god. I forgot they were in high school.
Why?
Wow, I'm out of pocket for that comment. Oh my god, I forgot they were in high school. Yes, I did whatever it takes to reach that dream. You know what? Back on my comment. I don't care that she's in high school. Back on that comment. Weren't so pleasant. She was fucking to get to the top.
No matter what happened.
I don't care about you. You're dead. Stay dead. She was using you. Yeah, because you're easy, and she knows she can get over on you. I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships.
Ba-bum.
Oh, she seemed so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside she descended into pure madness. What did you say?
Phew!
Go ahead, try to throw a punch of Monokuma, Makoto. I understand, really, I do. Yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love, the stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. She would have did it if she wasn't forced, Makoto, let's be honest.
That's enough.
Makoto, you tried this before, he told you were too slow. You're slow, get over it. Stan Kyoko, she's the better
Calm
waifu.
down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Oh, that was a close one. I thought for sure you were going to give me a good walloping. What the hell is walloping? Just barely avoided punishment. You did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Kuwata will receive his punishment.
Punishment?
Execution.
You mean execution? Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
Technically. How exactly was it self-defense?
When
you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back into your room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong? You know what? She's kinda right. But Sayaka's like sneaky. She would have probably tried to kill him again.
Do you understand?
You had a number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. It is not because you had unclouded intent to commit murder? Oh, is it not? Is not? I forgot a word.
That's why...
Oh,
are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka. Do you understand? I don't know what accent I'm giving her, but... You're an idiot, Makoto, because I'd have blamed her. I'd have cursed her to hell. I would have made sure Satan was having a party with her. Because the one to blame is him.
Huh?
You better not blame Monokuma for this shit. No, it is Monokuma's fault, but still. He didn't force Sayaka to fucking to try to kill Leon, did he? That's Sayaka. He's just like,
I'm begging you! Please! Don't do this!
His execution is actually the worst, and if you watch the anime, when they're like older, and he sees all the dead people, and he's just sitting there, hanging, with his bruised face, never mind.
Come on now.
I ain't naming names, but somebody that ass got turned into butter, so I cannot say that he's the worst.
Stop! Please!
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
No!
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
What? But I always wondered, is all their executions related to their ultimate talent?
No!
And this is why I asked that. Let's watch a good punishment. That's the noise it makes. I'm gonna stop because I'm gonna get copyrighted. I don't even think this is the right one. It's like, reach for the stars, reach so... I don't know if this is a song that they play, and I'm not gonna do it and risk being copywritten. But, like, this is horrible. You get yoked by your neck, dragged into, what do they call it, the pitching field, the batting field? There's no sound, so I'm just gonna talk over it, because I'm about to screenshot something, so if my screen flashes white, that's why. Because I like this picture of baseball Monokuma. I think I'm gonna make it a thumbnail. Oh wait, I was too slow. I was too slow. I'll find it on Google. But this is like the worst. You're being pelted by baseballs. Pelted. And everyone's just watching. Oh my god, that is so bad. What is that, blood? Is he like coughing up? I mean, he's coughing up something. He's gotta be. He got it horrible. Oh my god, that's so bad. Now they know, like, this is not a joke. He's hanging there. There's blood all over the baseballs. Terrifying. Creepy image. Something you do not want to see. What we saw, that was the fear trace. The true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else can we call it?
Extreme!
That man said extreme sports. He said EA Sports. It's in the game.
I can't take it.
I mean, that's how you gotta get out of there.
Well?
You see, if it's out serious, y'all would have cut tied with the outside world and lived there. You got your food, you got your food, you got your brooms, you got your gyms, you got your showers, you got your baths. Like it's ideal living, I would say.
Damn you!
What the heck?
No, because I think they gotta like not one, you gotta be part of Hope's Peak, like regardless of that, but like they definitely like took away their families, and like I kind of would be bugging out if I was in there without any contact with my mom. Like I probably like if it was down to that fact that like they're not gonna tell me what happened to my mom or I gotta kill someone, I probably would kill someone to get out there too. Like I'd probably go crazy too. So I can't act like I'd stay there with no. Like if my mom was there, I'd be fine. But like,
say what?
Well,
hey,
Shh.
like
yeah.
Let's better call him Giorno. What the hell is his name? Mondo. He doesn't he doesn't even have family, I don't think. He just has his gang.
Thrills!
So what does he really have to lose?
Hey.
Kyoko acts like she has no one, so what does she have to lose? Makoto has a mom, dad, and a sister, so it would make sense that he's like that. Yashihiro is like 21 already, so you're already an adult. Sakura has her dad. Byakuya has a whole heir, so I mean some of them have a right to try to want to get out, but even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. We just left since time. We were all too scared of being alone. Well, Sakura and Hina aren't gonna be alone. They're gonna go bunk together. Yo,
just a second.
Y'all think Mondo uses that fucking sponge that you use when you want to create curls in your head?
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? Surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
Told you before the class trial started, you had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize that Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The truth, that thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool becoming an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change, but even to the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why she lay dying, she was thinking of you. Don't tell him that, Kyoko. Because he's gonna take that to the end with him and
however,
fiend over a dead person. Her final thought was how she could protect you. How she could protect me? She's the reason I'm in this predicament. The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. She didn't care what happened to you. She never would have left that message. Maybe she was just trying to get back at the person who had killed her.
Certainly.
Probably. But I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway.
She was uncertain. She was sure she could kill someone or deceive you. She wasn't sure, which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all of this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving
Correct.
forward. Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths? I can never do that. No, I'm going to carry them with me the rest of my life. How can I possibly move past me like this? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories wherever I go. You just met them. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How'd you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? If this nigga turns around and says, well, I'm psychic, bye.
What?
Oh, shit. We finished chapter 1, y'all. We're gonna save, and we're gonna take off at the next spot. Look at that, dead bodies. Sayaka, Leon, and Junko. Forgot Junko even died. We're gonna end it here and take off at next time. The spare bat. We're gonna take off, resume in the same spot next time. Nope, not there. Yeah. Alright, catch you guys later.